gonna pull out the machine guns too. I'm not trying to baton this or revolver this. Jeepers! That was a big horde, and we are unfortunately indoors right now. Hello everyone, this is Fallen Dice, and welcome to episode 76 of our Rebirth playthrough of 7 Days to Die, The Purge. I ended up having to do a bit of maintenance work before I could get to doing these plates here. So I wanted to put some more ammo in. I needed to do a little fixing because one of our motion sensors was just scrap metal. I don't know what happened, so I actually ended up placing a little bit more protection over it, and it's the one that's facing our ladder up. So the turrets were still good, but the motion sensor itself was actually broken. So I don't know if it's because there was an explosion off to the side that kind of went in. Maybe it has less hit points than the turrets. I'll have to try to repair them once I have the materials just to see where they're at. But I ended up putting the scaffolding ladders in front of the whole area. So hopefully that should kind of fix things. I do still need to do this one little touch I want to over by the motion sensors and the turrets that are inside the kill tunnels. After I took away the scaffolding ladders so that it could actually see and attack everything, I still feel they're in a little bit more danger than I would prefer. So that's kind of one of the things I'd wanted to kind of touch up. Okay, we have plates over everything. So here's what I'm talking about right here. This to me feels really dangerous. So I know that you don't have to have something very large in order for it to kind of be covered. So technically I could do this, this, and this, and it would basically represent, I believe, a full block that's in that space there. And then I'm pretty sure I can come over here and there's the exact same thing on the other side. Yeah, that matches up. Okay, cool. So that should, in fact, provide some protection there. Just realized I turned everything back on, so really this is a bad position to be in because they could definitely come in. And I should definitely upgrade these to concrete at the minimum. Eventually, I think I would like to upgrade them to steel. But right now, I don't think you're broken. You don't. You have a little bit of damage. So far, it doesn't look like they've been damaged. This is where I had to do that little fixing. So you weren't damaged. But yeah, the motion sensor was broken. Ooh, and the dart traps did get a little damage. And so did my concrete cover in the front of those. Interesting. If they don't protect from explosion damage like that, which they should, I might have to think of a different thing to kind of cover them with. Especially if this does work, when that doesn't. Come on, guys. Yeesh. Keep forgetting the dogs also. The dogs also trigger all that. That was that was silly. Yeah, I think I should definitely pick you guys up. You are not a good thing to be running around loose. Okay. I can upgrade those all to concrete and stuff later. The next thing I wanted to do, though, is this here. So let me grab my... Is that all I have left on concrete? Okay. Well... So this got to go up to 4 high. That's going to match over there. So I'm still trying to decide. I think 3 high is good enough. 4 high for the blocks, but it'll be 3 that were underneath. I would still be able to put lighting here, or do I want to just take it up for the extra clearance? It's extra blocks for all these round pillar blocks, but honestly I think that it does look better at that height. Okay, so that means I have to add 4 more to each of these. Yep, and then I can start. It'll be easier for me to place the other blocks if I already have it up to the height that I want. Nope, that didn't go up high enough. Yeah, and then I can just, same as I did previously, I'll just pick one block at a time and just hit them all, and then do the next one. That's kind of just the easiest way to kind of to knock this out. Unfortunately, I wanted to place the concrete because once I put these blocks on there, I won't be able to access the inner one. So I'll have to upgrade all these before I start putting the edges on. But, oh, that sucks. So anyways, I'm going to do a bit of this here off camera. It's only 6 o'clock, so I've got some time. Like I said, I would like to get to the point of having a floor in today, if possible. I've got a lot of cobble cooking over there, so I'm going to keep kind of going over there periodically to grab more. All right, and the only thing I need to do is I think... Actually, no, because this is going to... The top block is going to basically just kind of come over like this. And that's how it's going to... So the top block for all of these. So the circle ones are only going to go up to about the 4 high. And then that 5th block is going to be straight all the way across. So, yeah. I'm going to run over and grab a little bit extra. And then I'm going to get started on the pillars. So I'll be back once I hopefully have the pillars in and maybe even some of the floor.
My senses.
Okay, so we have definitely made some progress here. So I got all my pillars up. It actually worked really well doing it that way. I still need to upgrade. And then I put out the 4 corners off that top block. And while this may look like there's a gap here that's not being supported, I mean, it really is, because you've got the hatch here that takes up this block, and you've got the ladders that all go up there. So this will be our access all the way up to everything. And this thing's been going off and having a good time killing whatever comes through. I'm not having any issues with mobs, which is fantastic. So now the next thing, I think the easiest way to complete this is going to be from underneath, at least for now, until I get this inside and I stop doing silly stuff like that. So I'm getting the outside row done here. And again, remember this, if I were to take something and bring it up from here to there, I would actually extend this pillar out to this point. I don't think that's really going to be much of an issue. I will play around with it because I did get that, and I don't know if I have to go into builders to actually use it, but I had that structural integrity mod that I discovered, or we got a while back. So I'm going to probably try to see if I can make that work. That way I can, you know, look at this and decide, do I need to get creative? Do I need to extend this out? I don't think so. Mostly this is just going to be a wall at this outer area here. Because again, we got the bird cage to complete, so we're going to have 2 rows of just regular blocks, or regular fences on top of these 2, and then an inverted catwalk up there, and this will complete our catwalk. So we will be safe from any vultures, which is the whole reason for that part. Again, a lot of this is based off of, you know, normal 7 days hordes where, you know, yeah, you have to deal with the vultures and stuff, which we don't have really had issues with, other than just generic, you know, vultures coming at you. So, but I still design things this way because somebody may see this and say like, oh, that's actually a cool thing, and actually want to kind of build this in their own. So I build it with the functionality to be able to take on an actual normal 7 days horde. And again, I got a ton of concrete in here, so I will be able to go through and upgrade all of this to concrete. I don't know if I will do floors. Again, I don't... At this point, I shouldn't have any issues with explosions on this floor. So the pillars, just because I think pillars should be strong, so I'll probably turn them into concrete, but not the floor. Plus, I think it makes it a little bit less. So if I upgrade the 9 blocks that are directly above, it should actually have even more strength, because the concrete will support more weight, and these cobblestone blocks don't weigh nearly as much. So, all right, how much cobblestone do I have left? I need to go back and get some more. So let's head back to the base. I did get the other, I got the other generator repaired. I haven't put it in yet because, oh jeez, and I walked right into you. And I'm feeling you're probably, I don't know if you're going to get a stream off or not. If you do, we're going to run back to the base. I need blocks, which means I need more of you. Back to you. Yeah, it's slow going using these blocks here, but I'll be able to take some time doing the upgrading here, so that'll pass some of our time. I think the only other thing I had cooking was just more ammo. There we go. So I was actually kind of disappointed. So when I thought I was going to have plenty of ammo to fill all my traps. I don't. Not even close. Oh, look how this is starting to turn out. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is looking beefy. Yeah, so I was only able to put maybe 1,200 rounds because I've got 8, and they can each hold 6,000 rounds. So we're talking 48,000 rounds for me to fully fill them up. So I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. But on the, while we wait, we'll just keep filling them up, balancing out. I don't know if there's always going to be a certain side that's going to get more action and will run out quicker, but yeah. All right, let me finish putting these blocks in, and then we'll head up and look at getting walls or something like that. The cool part about this base we're doing here, is I'm going to be able to put things on all the different sides. There's nothing where I'm having to use like the plates, and one side I can't put anything. It's going to be solid blocks for the walls. I don't know why I cut myself short here. I should have really actually... Well, we'll go. No, we'll do halves and halves. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to do this, and I'll be back once we're finished. Okay, our ceiling / floor is in, which means this is how much space we have up top here. It's actually a ginormous amount of space. I don't need it all for the our crafting area, living area, so we'll definitely be able to put some farm, because we haven't done any farming yet, so we'll be able to put farms, I think, on the outskirts area. So what I want to do now is I would like to start working on our bird cage. So again, we'll go with the V2 to make sure everything matches up, and all I want is there we go, single. So I can basically put you, yeah, just like this. I'm gonna go all the way, except for the corners. We'll have to do like corner things. It's gonna be 2 rows of this. So yeah, that'll be the corner, and then again we'll flip it upside down for the top. So I'm gonna run through and knock these out. I'm running out of cobblestone again, so we don't even have the cobblestone we need to be able to do walls yet. So we'll continue to craft that away throughout the episode. Again, when we go purging later on, that'll continue to work. Nope. Guess we'll go this way. I can't wait to see this once the bird cage is done, and especially once we start getting into some painting and some things. So I'll let you in on a little secret. One of the times I did this on a server when I built this sort of base is I turned it into a skyscraper with like floors and floors of housing for other people on the server, and it was able to make the outside look really cool, kind of skyscraper like, while still having this horde-based functionality at the bottom of it, and basically keeping you safe from everything. It really does its job well, put it that way. So I don't know if I will or not. Like, if we get everything done on the base-wise to the point where all we have left is to really go through and purge to get to the burnt forest biome, that may give me reason enough to maybe try to do a little bit of making this a little bit taller, so to say. So for right now, let's just get this up, and then we'll get to our purging here once we get a little bit later to the afternoon. Oh wow, I just watched them drop. So this is our first time getting the explosive seekers. Oh boy. Alright, I am definitely going to help with this, but let's see how things go. So right now you guys are in the tunnel. Boy, you're making your way through rather quickly. I don't like that. Okay, am I getting anybody up top? That's my biggest concern. Where are you guys? You're stuck over there. Where's the rest of, there they are. I'm gonna have to look and see how much damage is done to my traps when I'm done here. This, again, was my biggest fear. Okay. I don't think I got anybody spawning up top here. Oh, God, no, 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 no. I heard beep, beep, beep. Did anything get destroyed or damaged? The bottom is no longer spinning on the one over there, so I don't know if it just got damaged. Again, this was my worst case scenario. This is the thing I've been most terrified of, is the Seekers. But we handled them. Alright, hold on. Let me go down here and check this out. What is the damage over here? Did you just get... I mean, I think having all of these spinning will help. So once I get enough power to actually function all of them. Oh, here's the other question. Did we get any damage on you? It doesn't look like it. I think we, I think these did their job. I don't see much damage on them either. Okay. Whew. That was, again, like I said, that was my biggest fear, my biggest concern, but it seems like it did all right. Before we do the last row, I think it's easier for me to... Okay, we'll start here. If I have this one here, let me break off half of these, and I turn you into that. Yeah, see, it's way easier to put that on when I've got the ceiling one on, so that's how we're going to do it here. I do want to get this bird cage done, so I'm going to finish the bird cage, and then we're going to go purging. But with the bird cage done, we're basically complete on the actual Horde base, with the exception of the top row of blade traps and doing a little bit of repair. But yeah, I mean, I still felt like I had to go get involved. That's the problem, is they really explode a lot, which is why I wanted a lot of turrets there. And I think I need to have both of these things, both of the blades spinning. If it's splitting and hitting its head, I don't know how that affects his explosions and stuff like that. Lots of science, lots of things to figure out. But, I mean, it held up to what was my biggest concern of an event. Okay, last block. So there we go. There's our bird cage, fully enclosed. Look at that. Oh my goodness. I want to take a peek of it from the outside. How did that really update our look? Oh my goodness, look at that. Look at that. It just looks just beefy. And the round was the right choice. I really like how that looks. Okay, 1621, which means it's time to get out there and Horde. I would like to do that tier 4, I think. So this tier 4, I believe I have maybe done it before. I'm not sure. We'll see. Even if not, it's a tier 4, so it's not... I mean, yes, it is going to take a little bit of time, but not nearly what a tier 5 would. Okay, we already got... Holy cow, you were... Oh, wait, this is... Are you part of the... Hold on. Let me clear the way here. We are getting off to a bad start here. Oh, I only got the one. Darn it. I messed up. I only brought one. Oh, and I don't have any ammo for the turret either. Good grief. Which means the only one I'm going to have is you. Yeah. You, I think, are a boss of some kind. Yep. Yeah, because you dropped loot. That sucks. Oh, well. I'm not going to be able to use Tommy today, and he was getting close to tier 4. That is kind of... I'm really upset about that. I don't think I'm going to fully level up handgun or the revolvers.
My senses have picked up
without
something.
the straight-on shot that I had in the previous one. Yeah, I don't... It's just got too slow of a rate of fire when I'm getting overwhelmed in these bigger POIs. So I'm pretty sure we're just going to... let's stick with our melee today. I don't have the turret. With the turret, I can at least sit there and pick them off from a distance, but I don't have any of that. So we're just gonna... Oh, there's Big Mama. Yeah, so we're just gonna go melee today, I think. Ooh, not the flashlight mod, no, the helmet mod, but I gotta, again, the more of these recipes I can get unlocked that I don't have, I think probably the better. Wish there was a way to see which ones you were missing, you know, to find out, like, if there, I mean, obviously you could, you know, creative mode to look up every book or something like that, but I don't want to do that. Just be nice if there was a way to, you know, kind of, actually, wait a minute. Yeah, I don't think that there's, like the vanilla one, you know, where they have all the different books in there. I don't think that's in this one. Yeah. Interesting. So we're getting close to getting complete on the healing aura. Forgot to really look at those. We need to look into those later on. I can still make some of those. I just have to have the right dyes and whatnot. Yeah, I may end up having to come back and go through the outside when we're done to get the last of the zombies, because I didn't go around, which is what I like to normally do, to try to clear out the oh geez. Okay, there we go. Let's let him go. Pull up these guys. Yeah, this is a little bit. Yeah, we're just gonna pull up machine guns too. I'm not trying to baton this or revolver this. Jeepers! That was a big horde, and we are unfortunately indoors right now. But we'll find out if I actually do start getting some levels on the turrets, and that means that the class turret also gives me experience. They made quick work of it, I'll give them that. They made rather quick work of that. When I looked out, there was a lot of zombies we had to fight there. Alright, well, let's get back to work. Actually, you know what? We're out right now. Let's at least knock this out while we're here. Did I never pick that up? I guess I didn't.
Prepare for conflict.
Alright. Oh, there was a way to get in here later on, looks like. Yep, take care of the pigeon. And that was from back here. So I'm thinking that there is a path that I would eventually get here with, looks like. But I can take care of some of these guys from up here while this is going down. Oh, it's very slow going. I'm gonna have to make sure I don't ever forget to bring my turrets again. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get there at a different path, so I don't think I was supposed to actually go through and do that first. So, okay, we're good. Let's get back in here and head up to the second floor. Did anybody... None of them died, but they definitely took some damage. And I don't like how late it's getting already. We're wasting a lot of time. Okay, we can't go that way. Come on, Poochies. And I don't know if they would have come after me if I hadn't popped up here right as they were running by. But it is what it is. Oh, that's... Okay. I will give it to whoever made this. This is a very good representation of a fancy, you know, glass elevator that you see in a lot of these kind of hotels. That was pretty cool, actually.
Master, we are not alone.
If it's a one at a time, I can definitely... I get a few shots off on here. I don't know why I'm concerned. Stop. I'm not going to ever run with revolvers. Once I get done with this class, revolvers are gone. Again, they're just not fast enough. They do a good chunk of damage, you know, for a single hit, but it's not the style I'm playing, especially when I'm running and gunning. So yeah, let's get our batons up to 10, so we can, or at least up to 9, so we can get our Techno Geek up to 10. And then I really need to think about whether or not it's worth spending some books just to finish leveling the turrets, because the turrets I am going to use, that they are worth leveling, I think. Batons, I would not waste my time on batons. Revolvers, I would not waste my time on revolvers. But yeah, I'm thinking it might be worth it for just the turrets, just because I've already seen how good one of those do. I would love to get up to the next level and see how multiples would handle. Okay, this got us to the other side of here. I think I see some stairs over there, so it looks like that's where we're gonna get to the next area. I could have sworn when we were out there looking through that there was a path down from the second floor, but maybe not. Yeah, this one's gonna be a little bit trickier without the backup of the Tommy. I still can't believe that I forgot to not only bring the second Tommy, but I forgot to bring any ammo. Such a dumb decision. Well, I wouldn't say decision because it was accidental. I didn't do it on purpose. Alright, Batons is level 9, which means we are currently leveling up our Techno Geek finally to the last level. At that point, technically, okay, we finally made it to the ground to be able to get out there. And that means we'll finally be able to move on to our final, or I wouldn't say our final, but might be our final, but one of our last classes, our next class, I should say. Okay, we got a box here. Take that. I'm pretty sure the next way up is that path over there. I thought that was a path down, but it looks like it's actually a path up. Keep looting. Ooh, there's another path up. I don't know. Well, let's see where it goes. If it looks like it's taking us on to the next level, I'll come back down to finish up down here. Oh, it's where I was. Okay. Oh, I recognize this now. These, I guess, are like cabanas or something. Really, really well designed POI, aesthetically. Okay.
Incoming enemies. Prepare for conflict.
Wasn't able to get into there. Why not? Where? How am I supposed to get into there? Around the outside? I mean, I don't want... No, that just takes me into here. I see stuff in there. I would like to get it. Okay, you're unlocked. Oh, you guys just use it to feed in. Was I supposed to fall in the through the roof? Yes. There we go. I don't like missing loot. What do we get? Another turret, which would be nice if we had ammo. I think that's the flashlight mod for Droney. Don't know that I really need that. Alright, I got what I was... I didn't miss it. That's all I cared about. Okay. Well, let's see what we got down here first. Yep, another generator. So that's the restore power. Locked. Okay. Alright, we're good out here. And this, my guess, is because I've done most of the second floor, should lead me to the ladder up to the third floor.
Master, we are not alone.
I know I don't use the axe anymore, like, for the stunning. I don't know. I think it's because I don't need to. Like, if I was really in danger, maybe. But I don't need to, so it does, so the offset of having to track it down and pick it back up or possibly losing it doesn't counter not needing it. Here's somebody in here, or is he next door? It's an interesting... The design is for, like, you know, following the path is actually that bad, not that bad either. So I can, you know, they've definitely done... I don't see a lot of the light, maybe, for the paths, you know, that you're normal with the fun pimps, but interesting. Where did you take me to? I definitely wasn't in here before. It's definitely giving me some stuff. Oh! That's... Oh, wait, no. This takes me to the front. Interesting. I don't know that I wanted to come just to the front. I'd rather go back up again. Okay, now I am lost. Okay. Okay, well, let's grab that. Maybe there's something outside. There's got to be a way up. I know that the final loot's got to be up one more level. Says 9 areas left, so we got to... Okay, here we go. Nope, I came in here. Aha! Gotcha. There we go. Except for this drops me into another new area.
Incoming enemy.
Ah, I hadn't been in here. Oh, and this is it. All right. Drop you. Drop you. And I don't think I can drop you guys yet. Okay. Yep. This. I don't know if I have any areas I still need to go to. Oh, I don't know why I dropped you because you got no ammo. Okay, wow, yeah. I should have known dropping down that was gonna be dangerous. But you know, you don't know it's the loot room. I still thought the loot room was up. Okay, and that's a door that's gonna take us somewhere next. I still need to figure out where the last of the zombies I have not gotten to yet. Grab all the things here. There we go. Read all those, but I haven't gotten into here yet. And it still says 4 areas, well, 4 zombies left. They aren't showing up on my map yet, so that means there's at least 2 places I haven't been to yet. But we have that door lock there that I'm about to go through. And then I got to see if there's any way to get 1 level higher, because I've only ever made it up to the 2nd level, so. Sneak effectiveness, that'll come in handy for our next class. Okay. Alright, now where does this take us? Pretty sure I've been most of these places. So now I gotta figure out where these last spots are that I haven't been to yet. Alright, let's try this again. So, is there another pathway that didn't drop? And I hear somebody up there, so... Okay, how was I supposed to... Oh, there it is. There's a ladder right there on the outside. Okay. That was just me being silly. Yep, it was right there. I'm pretty sure that was where I came up. Oh, man. I missed that. I just missed it. So now I should just have to come through here. Yep, I knew it. We're going to get some pigeons. Not the weapon I was hoping... Holy cow. I really sent him flying. Okay, now we come over here. Is there anybody else? 1 left, and he is down below. Oh, but we... Okay, I'll take that. Sure. Forget how much space drone he has now. Okay. And he's up. So he's on the 2nd floor somewhere? Or is he going to come down to me? He's going to come down to me, I think. So, well, let's get the old auger going, and we'll just go through this. All right, and then we just break these. There you are. Nice. Okay, mission complete, and we're still 131 from our next airdrop. I'm not worried about that. Do I need to drop down? Where's my exit? There we are. Helicopters this way. There we go. Cool. All right. Unfortunately, I wasted way more time on this one than I wanted to. 1 POI. 1 POI is all we got done today. But we still got a lot of progress done on the base, so I'm okay with that. So tonight, I need to... Well, we'll get back to the base and figure that out. Alright, so we are back on the base, and this is actually, without being upgraded, has not been doing so well. So I'm probably going to need to fix that if I plan on landing on it anymore. But, let's take out another one. Alright, so plans for tonight. Start on my crafting storage area over here. So I'll get the footprint I want. That's going to be that part of the base. It'll be centered. And we'll be able to put like the garden all the way around the outside over there. And then we'll leave room for another set of pillars going up, but smaller than the circles maybe. I don't know. But that'll be for our living area. So I'm going to clear things out, get a little bit of work done, but I will see you guys in the next episode as we start to progress further on our awesome base here in the Wasteland. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like. If you have not already subscribed, I would greatly appreciate if you consider that. But with that being said, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.